For decades, the question has lingered. Are we alone? But what if some within our own government already know the answer? And the truth is far stranger than we imagined. This is UFO Zone. The truth is out there, and it starts here. Recently, a briefing surfaced from deep within Washington. A physicist, Dr. Eric W. Davis, stood before members of Congress and told them something extraordinary. There are at least 4 known non-human species. Not rumored, not speculated, known. Eric Davis isn't just a name. He's a scientist with Pentagon clearance, one of the minds behind the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP. But his work runs deeper than that. Davis worked closely with the National Institute for Discovery Science, or NIDS, an organization funded by aerospace billionaire Robert Bigelow to investigate everything from UFOs to cattle mutilations to alleged portals at Skinwalker Ranch. Davis's findings weren't just about lights in the sky. They touched on propulsion systems, biological entities, and events that defied time and physics. He's also the author of the infamous 2020 Crash Retrieval Memo. In it, he refers to off-world vehicles not made by human hands. And in the leaked Wilson Memo, a transcript of a meeting between Davis and Admiral Thomas Wilson, there are discussions of a deeply classified program that had access to recovered craft and attempted to reverse engineer them. So, when Davis tells lawmakers he's briefed them on 4 alien races, he's not theorizing, he's testifying. Though Davis didn't list the species, the UFO research community has long reported a familiar cast. Let's break them down. The Greys, the most widely reported across decades of encounters. Small, thin, with large heads and oversized black eyes, often described as emotionless, connected to abductions, medical procedures, and missing time. Some believe they are not a true species, but engineered drones created for a specific purpose. The Nordics, tall, blonde, human-like, often described as benevolent or spiritually advanced. They appear in Cold War-era reports, sometimes warning witnesses of ecological disaster or nuclear war. There are even accounts of them interacting directly with military officials, though always unofficially. The Reptilians, reptile-like humanoids, described as cold, calculating, and hierarchical. They show up in deep conspiracy lore, often accused of infiltration, controlling power structures from behind the scenes. Whether that's paranoia or something darker remains unclear. The Insectoids, towering beings with mantis-like features. Less common, but frequently described by abductees as the ones in charge during hybridization experiments. Witnesses often report intense psychic impressions when in their presence, as if these beings communicate not through sound, but thought. Each race seems to have its own agenda. Their encounters vary in tone and purpose, but they're rarely random. These profiles echo across thousands of cases, and now they align eerily well with what Davis reportedly told Congress. And then there's the testimony of David Grusch. In July 2023, under oath before Congress, Grusch made another chilling claim that the U.S. government is in possession of non-human biologics, that secret reverse engineering programs exist, and that individuals have been threatened, silenced, or even killed to maintain secrecy. Grush said he interviewed more than 40 government insiders, scientists, contractors, intelligence agents, and the picture they painted was consistent. Not only are these beings real, but we've known for decades. His testimony wasn't a lone voice. It followed the declassification of Navy footage showing craft that move without propulsion, defy gravity, and vanish at impossible speeds. And Grusch's words echoed those of earlier whistleblowers. Bob Lazar, who in the 1980s described working on alien propulsion at a site near Area 51, he was mocked at the time, But many of the details he gave, like Element 115 and hand scanner tech, have since gained credibility. Colonel Philip Corso, author of The Day After Roswell, claimed he helped seed alien technology into private industry. Microchips, fiber optics, night vision. He said the wreckage from the 1947 Roswell crash didn't disappear. It was repurposed. These aren't new claims, but now they're starting to line up, not just with each other, but with what's being said inside Congress. And if these beings are real, where have they shown themselves before? In Brazil in 1996, military forces responded to a crash near Varginha. Locals described capturing a strange creature with reptilian features. A soldier who handled the being died mysteriously soon after. The case remains sealed. In Arizona, 1975, Travis Walton vanished for 5 days. His co-workers all passed polygraphs. He later described being aboard a craft, surrounded by grays. In New Hampshire, 1961, Betty and Barney Hill reported one of the first modern abductions. Their descriptions became a template: a dark craft, missing time, and the gray-like beings inside. If 4 species truly exist and these events are connected, then we're not seeing isolated incidents. We're watching different sides of a long, silent contact. But why now? Why are whistleblowers speaking out? Why is Congress listening? And more importantly, why are the most direct answers still buried? Are these beings studying us? Influencing us? Or are we a part of something much larger? Something we don't yet understand? Maybe they're not visitors at all. Maybe they've always been here, watching, waiting, guiding. If multiple alien species are in contact with Earth, the implications are staggering. It doesn't just rewrite our science. It rewrites our religions, our history, our place in the universe. But perhaps the biggest question isn't about them, it's about us. Are we ready to know? The names change, the sightings evolve, but the mystery endures. The truth is out there, and it starts here. This is UFO Zone. We upload videos every Sunday and Wednesday. Thank you for watching. Until next time, YouTube thinks you will like the video that you see on screen.